Hi, I'm back. So, I am going to serve a double purpose with this video because I know I should do a singing video because the last one I did wasn't one, and it's been a long time since I did a video in general, and even longer since I did one with singing. So I'm just going to sing 17 from Heathers, but I'm probably going to make any West End Heathers fans sad. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be singing I Say No yet. I might do it eventually, but I need to memorize it first because I literally just listened to it for the first time today, 10 minutes ago at most, less than probably. So you would not want me to attempt that. It would be a hot mess, huge mess. Also, I'm sitting on my floor right now because I was already there and I didn't feel like moving, so, so yeah, I'll do 17 first just because, why wouldn't I? Gets it out of the way. Fun song. I love the harmonies. The harmonies are really pretty. So I have Clark on stage here with me. Not literally, just his video, but still. Yeah. Let's just do that right now, and then I'll get into, the other thing that I want to talk about here. Fine, we're damaged. Really damaged, but that does not make us wise. We're not special. We're not different. We don't choose who lives or dies. Let's be normal, see bad movies, sneak a beer and watch TV. We'll bake brownies or go bowling. Don't you want a life with me? Can't we be 17? That's all I want to do. If you could let me in, I could be good with you. People hurt us,
or they vanish.
And you're right, that really blows. But we let go.
Take a deep breath
and go buy some summer clothes. We'll go camping.
Play some poker.
And we'll eat some chili fries. Maybe prom night.
Baby dancing.
Don't stop looking in my eyes. Can't we be 17? Is that so hard to do? If you could let me in, I could be good with you. Let us be 17. If we still got the right. So what's it gonna be? I wanna be with you. Wanna be with you tonight. Dang, I cannot just sing. Yeah, we're damaged,
Badly damaged.
but your love's too good to lose. Holding me tighter.
Even closer.
I'll stay if I'm what you choose.
Can we be 17?
If I am what you choose.
If we've still got the right.
'Cause you're the one I choose.
You're the one I choose.
You're the one I choose. So yeah, there, I sang. You happy now? Yeah. So yeah, I also mentioned I Say No. So like I said, I just listened to that for the first time 10 minutes ago, probably, maybe less. No, definitely less, because I listened to it for a few times, and that probably took at least 10 minutes. Definitely more. But, not definitely less. I've definitely listened to it long. Anyway, it was really recent, past half hour for sure. Yeah. It was awesome. And I don't mean just it's a good song. It's a good song, but in musical theater, one of the things, I have a lot of things that I love about musical theater, but one of the many, many things that I love about musical theater, one of the big things, is that the musical structure is really important. Like, there are melodies and, like, motifs. I just don't know how to use the word motifs versus leitmotifs, so I generally just say melodies, but, you know, people get what I mean, hopefully. And, like, I did a full analysis on Phantom of the Opera that I will maybe make a video about, but I'm just a little worried, because it's probably going to be, like, at least 2 hours long, if I were to do it all at once. Or I could just make little separate videos. I don't know, let me know what you want, if I guess if you care, if you're watching this and you care. Let me know what you want. Do you want me to make a really, really crazy long video about Phantom of the Opera, or do you just want, like, little tiny ones? Either way works for me. I do not care. I just want to get my thoughts and ideas out in the world. So, yeah. I'm just not, I don't know if I have enough patience to sit for well, no, I definitely do have enough patience to sit talking for 2 hours about Phantom of the Opera, but still, I don't know if you have that kind of patience to listen to me talk about Phantom of the Opera for 2 hours. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on from there. So, yeah, like, the musical structure is really crazy important, and, like, I've watched mostly one channel. There's this channel that I like called Sideways. Maybe you've seen him, maybe you haven't. I don't know. Check him out. He's amazing. I love him. But he has these videos about musicals and some about movies, but it's very similar the way it works. Like, you have these motifs and you use them similarly. A good example of this is that I'll just use Heather since I'm going to be talking about that anyway, and I just sang a song from that. Say, Our Love is God, so, like, we can start and finish wars, we're what killed the dinosaurs. That part in particular is what I'm talking about. I think that's the part that plays as they're getting to Heather's house, and they're making her a thing, and JD's kind of upset with her for how she's treating Veronica. From what I thought I was supposed to say he there. No, it's a she. Heather is a she. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking JD. I know what I was thinking, but still. Anyway, he's not happy with how she's being treated, how Veronica's being treated, and so that's why he makes his decision to end up killing Heather. And, there's a bug on my keyboard. So, like, there's that, and then it gets used later in the same context with Kurt and Ram. And another example is during the same song, during Our Love is God, like, as she's, like, getting to, like, as JD is chasing whichever one didn't get shot. I don't know. I don't remember this very well. I think it's Kurt that he's chasing Kurt, and she's checking on Ram because she says his name. That's the only reason I remember it. And, like, as he's chasing it, it's like, in the music, it's like, which is a really bad example of it, or not example, but just, like, my singing was probably really bad right there, I don't know, but still, like, that's, Veronica's running on fumes now, Veronica's totally fried, Veronica's gotta be tripping on, I just tripped over my words on the tripping on shrooms sign, but still, yeah, you see the similarities, like, this is her anxiety peeking in at his actions, like, she's really freaked out. Musicals do this kind of thing. That's one of the things I love about musicals. They're really detailed, they can be really detailed. So what I was really freaked out about a song like I Say No, about adding songs in general, is that it'll mess with that structure, because you could be adding in a new melody that has nothing to do with anything else in your show. So, like, if you have a show that's successful on Broadway, and then it goes to West End, you add a song, it could totally throw a bunch of stuff off, because now you have this whole new melody that has nothing to do with anything else. It's kind of how they took out Blue for You're Welcome. Like, Blue had function elsewhere in the show. It was then in, like, big sword fight in her mouth, and then they had to change that because they cut Blue, and they didn't change it to the You're Welcome melody, I guess. They changed it to Big Fun, but still, that's kind of how that works. Changing songs like that can really throw stuff off, because it could be used elsewhere, or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just adding a song without taking one out, and I don't know. It really depends on the show and the context. Like, Heather's has a few examples. I don't really care about changing Blue. Like, both the songs, both Blue and You're Welcome, are good for different reasons. I prefer You're Welcome musically, but as a story thing, like, I think You're Welcome, or I mean, not You're Welcome, Blue is definitely better. Like, people have pointed out that it makes them seem a little less, like, drastic, which is very true, and yeah, for sure. An example of one that I don't like is Heather Duke's new song, I Will Never Shut Up Again. I will admit that I haven't heard it that many times, so I haven't listened for, like, how many melodies from before that they used, if they used any. I listened to it just after I listened to I Say No, because I was like, I'm going to talk about this, and I know I'm going to want to talk about this. I should probably be sure what I'm talking about. At the beginning, I think I heard, like, the Heather melody, like, but, like, changed a little. Hopefully you could hear that get a little low. But they use that a little bit, I think. But otherwise, it's a really new, entirely thing, and it never comes up again. And the thing I really hate about it, and yes, I don't like the addition to this song. I do not like it at all. Like, it's a decent song and all, but it's, and the reason I don't like it is that the way she's introduced, Heather Duke runs the yearbook. No discernible personality, but her mom did pay for implants. No discernible personality, that's the thing. She lives and breathes to become Heather Chandler. She's not Heather Chandler. They do have different personalities. I was arguing with someone and they pointed out that, like, they're not the same person. I know they're not the same person, but she doesn't have her own personality. She lives and breathes to be Heather Chandler, and she can't be. She's jealous, and she is pretending. That is her entire personality, is pretending. Except maybe the ending song, but that doesn't count. That's later on. That's different. You know, like in 17 Reprise, she just kind of joined them, like, with their dancing and singing and whatever. I mean, in the production I saw of Heather's, I got to see Heather's twice. A local theater did it. Like, she joined in their dancing, reluctantly. In the West End, I remember she just, like, joined in with the other three singing. But, like, in general, for most of the show, she does not have her own wants or desires except to become Heather Chandler. So, giving her her own musical identity now gives her a personality. Like, that's kind of how musical stuff works. Heather Chandler has Candy Store, kind of, which also kind of doubles as Heather Duke's song in a way. Like, you can kind of say that also shows her personality, especially, like, right after the little dialogue with Martha and Veronica, where she jumps in and she starts, like, trying to take over Heather Chandler. Like, that is all we need. We get what she wants. She wants to be Heather Chandler. She's trying to take over, but Heather Chandler is stronger than her, pushes her down. Shut up, Heather! And now everything's done. We get it. We don't need her showing this scrunchie, this symbol of power, is perfect. We don't need, like, her being red is, like, yeah, that happened in the movie, so I mean, sure, like, fine. But at the same time, she's still envious. Like, she's still not Heather Chandler entirely. She's still, and it's kind of shown, like, with Heather Chandler, think of that scene where, like, JD brings those pictures, that's what it was. I just had, like, I completely forgot where I was, but, Heather Chandler, or Heather Duke, I mean, has these pictures with Martha where they were hanging out. And, like, she's a little threatened by that. Like, that's not good. That could threaten my reputation. Heather Chandler would not be worried about pictures. She'd be like, ha! I don't care. I'm Heather Chandler. I'm awesome. You know? Not like that, because that would be so out of character, but, you know. You know what I mean. Nobody would care if that was Heather Chandler, but Heather Duke has a reputation to worry about. She is not Heather Chandler. Giving her this red makes it seem like she is suddenly this queen bee, but she's still not. She still has to fight for this. It's very different. Like, she's constantly aspiring to be that, and even giving her this personality now, which isn't, I don't even know what exactly her personality would be. Like, it's still kind of her just saying, I will never shut up again. You know, it's still not entirely her own personality. She's just kind of saying, I'm not under her wing anymore. But, like, I don't like that she has her own song. It gives her a musical identity, which she shouldn't have. And the other issue is that it never comes up later on in the show. I hope all of that made sense. But, like, she just appears to be, like, she is Heather Chandler, but she never becomes that in the original productions. She still wears green. She never truly takes over where Heather was. She just has the red scrunchie in her hair. She doesn't change into red. Like, it's different. And that brings us to I Say No. And, oh my goodness, I love it. I cannot sing any of it to you because I literally listened to it for the first time, like, I told you, like, less than a half hour ago, probably. I mean, I had heard it before, but I hadn't really heard it before. Like, it had been there, but I hadn't really paid attention, and I didn't care about this musical kind of stuff before then, because, like, I only started realizing how important all this was when I started watching Sideways videos, which wasn't that long ago. It was, like, maybe a few months, and I watched this almost a year ago. So, when I heard it, I didn't really care. Now I do. And, oh my goodness, it's so cool. So, it's mostly the Our Love Is God melody. Like, I don't know, I can't sing it, but, like, it starts off with just, like, the Our Love Is God melody, like, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do, and, you know, all of that. And the thing is, it takes that, but then she splits off of it. See, this melody, I mean, I started a Heather's music analysis like I did with Phantom. Like I said, I'll make videos about that, or video, I don't know yet. But, I started that, and it's definitely not going to be as complex as the Phantom one, but that's okay. It's still going to be pretty cool to see how it works. But the Our Love Is God melody, it's pretty obvious, even though I haven't fully gotten that far yet, it's pretty obvious what that one is. It's him being upset at people for hurting Veronica, and it's played as he's getting ready to, like, hurt them. And I think you could even say at the end, like, when he's singing it, he's upset that he's hurt him, and so he knows he needs to die. I came up with that on the spot. I do that sometimes. I don't know. I like that. That's... Yeah, okay. Anyway. Away from that. The Our Love Is God melody is then used in I Say No. Because Veronica is mad that he is hurting her and everyone else. He is killing people. And she's mad. But she's not gonna, like, kill him, because she's a decent person. Although, may I just say that JD had a pretty healthy coping mechanism before. Like, he's not technically, like, hurting himself. He's just giving himself a brain freeze, which, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that has any, like, long-lasting medical effects. So, like, he had it figured out. She really messed him up, man. Oh, 1 second, I'm being called. Okay, that's the most fancy video editing you'll ever see me do, because there was no video editing, I just paused the video. Anyway, I don't know how to do it, so, yeah, what was I saying? Right, the Our Love Is God melody, she's mad at him, cool. She's not gonna hurt him, because she's a good person, but yeah, I got a little sidetracked there, because I just had to say that. So, what was I saying? Oh, shoot. Oh, alright, I was worried an announcement was going to come in on my Alexa because I heard a little thing, but then I realized it was just a notification. No announcement. Cool. Anyway, what was I saying? Shoot. This is fine. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little pause because I need to figure out what I was saying. Okay, she's mad at him. But then, when she splits off of the melody, she goes up. He didn't go up. I couldn't tell you where exactly she splits off, so I couldn't sing it for you to show that he doesn't, but I just know she's going higher than he did. And, like, she's rising above his method of this. She's mad at him. She's gonna cut him out. She's not gonna just, like, kill him or hurt him or anything. Like, obviously it's probably hurting him that she's not there because, you know, he likes her. But still, she's rising above his method of dealing with this. And she is going to, like, go up. And somebody told me that there's also a 17 reference in the music. I would have to listen to it a few times, get familiar with it to really, like, hear that. I tried listening to it and I didn't hear it. Doesn't mean it's not there, just means I didn't notice it. Which would also make sense. She wants to be normal. She doesn't want to be killing people. I just really noticed the Our Love Is God parallels and I just thought it was really cool. Like, she's mad at his anger. She's not dealing, like, it's also that she's, like, not dealing with his anger here. He's, like, she's let it go on too long. She can't keep letting this happen. And so, like, just the way it works. She's using his thing, and this is something I really liked about Phantom, one of the lines especially. She's using his melody and throwing it back at him. I love it when they do that. It's so fun. Like in the Tears of Fate line. But I'll go into that sometime with Phantom, not now. But yeah, she's throwing his melody back at him. She's throwing his anger back at him, too. That's why I was going with that. Like, she's saying no to his anger. She's rising above his anger, too. She's not just, like, doing it in a different way than he is. She's literally rising above his anger, and she's leaving his anger and going above it. And, like, musically, she's doing this, and in the story. I love it when musicals are so deep like this. I love it. I was really worried this song was going to throw off the musical structure of the film. It's not a film, it's a musical. I was really worried this was going to throw off the musical structure of the musical. But it didn't. It helped it. Or at least it followed it. And I love it. Because I was really worried it was going to be another I Will Never It's just Shut Up. Or Never Shut Up Again, isn't it? But I was worried it was going to be another one of that song. And it isn't. It's, like, it's its own thing, but it's still very much following the structure of this thing, and I'm really happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. I did not expect to be this happy with it. I just have been listening to Cinderella, and so Carrie Hope Fletcher videos started coming up in my recommended, and I saw it, and I'm like, you know what, let's listen to this. And I was impressed. My goodness, it is good. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. I'm really happy with how they handled that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this video is 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna turn it off now, but, like, just know, I Say No is an amazing song. And I know a lot of people like it because it gives her a chance to really be like, no! And I even saw somebody who didn't like it because she already had that in 17, but, like, I don't care either way. I care about its musical structure. Adding a new song is one thing, but throwing off the musical structure of a musical is another. Like, adding a new song, sure, more characterization for somebody. In this case, it's Veronica. More power or less in some cases. It really just depends. Like, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. But this one really, really well. I really liked how it was handled. Like, the fact that they were able to follow their current musical structure while still making a song that is awesome and different than it, and also uses the music in an effective way. It's not just like reprising a song or something. It is like using the music, but it's using it effectively. I was really, really happy with this song, and I did not expect to be. I'm gonna tell you that. I did not expect to be this happy with the song. I remembered, like, seeing how she said I Say No, those 3 words specifically, and I didn't expect to be this happy with it based on those because they were different. But no, this is awesome. This song is so good. If you haven't heard it, you need to go listen to it, but only if you know Heathers. First, you need to be familiar with Heathers, and then you need to go listen to it. But, I will never be able to express how happy I was with this song in this musical. Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn it off because it's just becoming me, like, I'm so happy. I am. It's awesome. So, yeah, goodbye. Yeah, that's basically it, but I love it.